Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God,
So, hey guys, it's me again, your girl Raya, and I'm back with another video. Did you guys miss me? Because I miss you guys so much. Now, I know I haven't really been posting lately for quite a while now because I can't really find any good content to actually post, like something that would actually be meaningful and helpful. Because I noticed that most of the events that actually came out are something that I've already discussed before, and I don't know, maybe also I am too busy or something. But to be honest, one of the main factors why I stopped posting recently was because it was hard to turn into level 71 because I was so busy. I don't really have the time to actually go online. So pretty much in short, that kind of disheartened me to post anything. However, something actually came up, and that kind of triggered me to level up to level 71. And to be honest, I really thought that it would be so hard. However, it really wasn't. So I'm gonna try to provide you guys with all the tips and tricks that I personally used in order for me to reach from level 66 to level 71 in just 1 week. And I only played for like around 2 to 3 hours a day. Like I would just do my quests and then finish my Elix and then just go out. But it's XP time. So without further ado, let me go ahead and provide you with this content. Let's go. Of course, as always, before I start the video, I wanted to do a big shout out on a lot of people and also some of the guilds. I would like to do a big shout out to Murkrow, Pinoy Rules, DZM, SPG, Sweet and Savage, and actually a lot of people pretty much that are very close to me. Thank you so much, by the way, for always having faith in me and not really being disheartened. I really love you guys. Thank you so much. Now I know there's already like a lot of videos that came out, but I'm just gonna provide you guys with the tips and tricks that I personally use to level up. So first of all, everybody's actually aware about the XP quests. Those are the daily quests that you can get like every day, and these quests actually refresh at around 5 a.m. Central Time, which is in Philippines. It's 6 p.m. GMT. Now, my first main tip is when you're doing this XP quest, don't do them one by one. Make sure that you get all the quests first before you actually start. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's actually a technique on every map to actually make the runs faster and make the runs much more smoother in a way. You don't really want to spend too much time on just one map, right? Now, another thing is you would also notice that there's a lot of daily quests that are available, but I'm only choosing the one that provides 150 XP and above and something or the XP quest that doesn't really consume too much time. Now again, the reason why I don't do all of the quests even though that they provide a little high XP is because as much as possible I don't really want to waste time because I only have limited time to play. And during this time, this character was actually under gear. Now, you guys would notice that I don't really reveal the IGN of this character. Let's just leave it that be, if that's okay. Okay? Now, after you get all of the quests, once you're done with that, then what you want to do is you actually want to start from the easiest quest up to the hardest quest. So let's go first to the most easiest one, the Dead City. So there's two quests there. There's the Silk Stalker and Remembrance. Now this is one of the best example of hitting two birds in one stone because if you want to do the Silk Stalker, all you need to do is just go to Arcanum Ground and then run to the Lost Mage Mine. Now there will be a grave next to Lost Mage Mine, which is this one, and once you actually click that, you actually turn in Remembrance. So that's already an instant 158 XP right there. Now Silk Stalker is very easy. Enter Lost Mage Mine, run and try to kill as much mobs so that the boss comes out. Once the boss comes out, which is Auntie, just kill her. As a level 66 player, it's quite easy to kill her, no joke. Now let's go ahead and jump to the next map. We have here Crocodile. We actually have two quests here, Minor Problems and Monkey Ball, both providing 300 XP for a total of 600 XP plus 1500 gold. Now for minor problems, this one is very easy. Just go to KM3 or Kraken Mines 3 and just kill all the mobs that you see. Or collected actually drops very randomly, but there's a high chance for you to finish the map in just one run as long as you kill all the mobs. Now the reason why I'm gonna actually do it twice is because I missed out a lot on the that side there. Because to be honest, I'm already 71, so leveling up, I wasn't really paying that much attention. Once you're done, click on the quest tab so you can go to the next map. Now, this one is pretty easy. The only tip pretty much that I can provide you is don't go to the second right turn because they're not ghosts, so their kill doesn't really count. Moving on to the next map, we got Norder. We have 4 quests here, Light the Path, More Ice Crystal, Unstoppable Force, and Dungeon Crawler. All in all, it provides 1800 XP and also provides 2450 gold. Now, the first one on the list is Light the Path. This one is very easy. All you need to do is just light this little fountains here with fire. Just kill all the mobs around, and pretty much that's it. It's pretty basic. I always do this first whenever I do Norder. It's because this is the most easiest one, and if you actually start with the hard one, you tend to forget the easier ones. Now again, after this one, all you need to do is just click on the quest tab and then go to Dungeon Crawler. Now with Dungeon Crawler, I actually like this one because you're hitting two birds in one stone. You're actually doing the Dungeon Crawler, which is killing 200 spiders, and at the same time, you're also doing more ice crystals, so you're technically doing two quests in one. That's the reason why you won't really see me going to Altgar keeps, because I do all of them here, and it actually saves me so much time because sometimes more ice crystals, they drop very limitedly and they only drop with the spiders. So when you're running this map, pretty much just avoid those ice pools because it immobilizes you for a couple of seconds and that kind of slows you down. And that's actually the only pet peeves I have with this map because it slows me down. But overall, this one is pretty easy. Just keep running around back and forth and killing them. As a level 66 player, this one is going to be very, very easy for you. Actually, sometimes all you need to do is just stand in one place because they respawn easily. Now, just a tip to save money: whenever you're doing your quests, don't auto feed your pets. Just keep on changing them. Xavier just came up, so pretty much a lot of us have new pets, and just try to maximize all of the pet that you actually have. That's what that's their use. That's why they're there. Next one is Unstoppable Force. This one has the same mechanics as Dungeon Crawler, but comparing them two, I actually like this one better. I find this much more easier. I don't know why. Maybe because the map actually, or in one area, it spawns a lot of mobs, so it's quite easy. And in most cases, whenever I'm busy, I tend to AFK in just one side, and when I come back, usually my pet already killed them, so I end up finishing the quests without even me knowing it. Now again, once you're done, let's go ahead and move to the other map. We're gonna go to Shuyel. Now Shuyel actually has like 4 quests as well: Deadlights, Shadow Wolfing, Shadow Cleansing, Whole Grains, and Armor Fragments. Now the technique here is first go to Undem Fields. Undem Fields is actually the fourth map. Now this is the reason why I say get all the quests first, because as you can see, I was actually trying to aim for whole grains. However, you end up also trying to complete Shadowmancer, Fang, also armor fragments and all that stuff. And the cool thing about this is very quick because in just one plant, when you pick it up, you end up actually getting two. So just go on the far left side. Once you're done with, pretty much once you're done with that, go to the third map. of Shoyo. This one here is where you can actually finish the wolf fang supposed to be. However, you can also get dead lights. In this map alone, you can actually get like 5 dead lights. At the same time, you're also getting some armor fragments as well as some shadow mancer. So you're not just doing one quest, you're actually doing multiple quests, which saves you a lot of time. And usually I end up finishing this map in less than 5 minutes. So I end up getting a lot of XP on just a short amount of time. Now, just make sure you remember where I actually pick it up. Now, a lot of people pretty much are wondering like what equipment or what gear should I actually use when I'm farming or when I'm leveling up. You can use any gears, it doesn't matter. Even if you have speed set or not, at the end of the day, if you don't start doing your quest, then you're actually not gonna level up. So it's your willpower versus you. Okay? Now, after doing the third map, just go to the first map. So you're only going to 3 maps, and you're done with that. So now let's go to Tinderin. Tinderin actually has like 6 quests, a total of 5400 XP. This one is the most tedious one for me. I mean, I'm not saying that the quest itself is hard. It's actually very easy. So first, go to the second map of Tinderin. Now, once you're in second map of Tinderin, you can actually get Dragkin Scales, Dragkin Whelp, and also Tribesmen. So you're actually doing multiple quests. Now, again, the quest itself in Tinderin is like around 6. The most hardest one for me out of all the quests is the shimmering scale, because you can only get that when you kill when you kill the snakes. But it's not even like if you kill a snake you get shimmering scale. No, not really. So you end up going from one map back and forth. Now, I for me, the pattern whenever I run here is map 2, map 3, go map 4, but go back again map 3. Try to collect all the stones. This one, the lava rock collection in this one. So in this map alone, I think there's like 7 or 6, around 6 I think. So you actually have to go back in 6 or 5, I mean. You have to go back like 3 times. So if you're lucky, you may actually complete the quest in 3 attempts. But overall, this, like I said, I find this one very tiring, unlike the other maps. The other maps are hard, but nothing beats Tinderin because it's not hard. It's just that you actually have to do it over and over again in order for you to get what you actually want. So do you see this snake looking lizards? That's actually where you can get the shimmering scales. Um, Normally when I finish the lava rocks, I go to the final map. That's Rockhorn Summit, and then I go back to number 4, which I will be showing you guys in a little bit. Now, see, this is I think my third time that I'm gonna be entering this one. I only need 2 more lava rocks. Now, once you're done with lava rocks, probably you're already done with all 5 quests. The only thing remaining would be the shimmer crystals. And usually what I do, if you would notice, is I just run through the mobs and then just try to kill the snake looking lizards, so at least I can get the shimmering crystal. I don't take too much time killing them all. I just run like I just run and just try to go directly to the snakes, as you can see. Oh yeah, I was checking something. There. And this one, for me, I think my suggestion or my tip for you not to get bored is to listen to music while you're doing your farming. Usually I do that, or I end up singing. Singing my way through boredom because it's so boring. Another thing is When you're not sure of how much do you actually need, just click on the quest tab on the upper right corner, so at least you are updated on how many, how many maybe scales you need in order for you to finish that. Another thing, XP gears, like when you awaken it, it's not really that important, but it helps. Now let's go to Glenstone Cavern. Now this one actually has 3 quests, but in most cases it's only 2 quests, not unless King is awake. Usually my technique here to make my runs faster is, as you can see, I do this alone all the time because I don't really like asking for help from people. I don't know why. But usually I go to the second map because the only thing pretty much that's important for me here is those gems, because that's the only 2 quests. It's just the gems and the boss. Now, pretty much, if you can see, my technique here is lure and kill. I would suggest if you have Scorch, use Scorch. If you're lucky enough to have Necro, use Necro. If you're rich enough, you can also use Glow Stick. TikTok. And also, if not, you can also use Slink. Anything that can actually boost up your protection against stun, bombs, and all that. Use that. And for rogues, pretty much as you can see, I hit and run and then try to use ultimate, but my ultimate wasn't really enough to kill it, unfortunately. Another thing, never use bow, never use gun when you're doing this one. If especially since you're doing the gems, it's easier for you to click the gems if you're actually using a dagger or a staff. Another thing is, as you can see, my stats is actually really low because I was really under geared during that time. My stats was actually comparable to a level 41, but I don't care. I mean, when I was at level 41, like, or level 56, when this map came out, I was able to handle it. Why can't I do that now? Right? It's all in your mind. I hate it when people are being too negative, saying that I cannot do it, I cannot do this is so hard. You haven't even tried, how would you know? um, Another thing, the reason why I always run solo is because sometimes I end up stopping in the middle of the runs because I'm doing something, or I end up needing to call someone, and all that stuff. So that's why I always do it alone. And as you can see, as a rogue, I can actually manage to do it alone. I was thinking about switching to a different pet like Scorch. However, I didn't really have the time to change pet much, so I'm sorry. Now, next one pretty much is Underhaul. I'm sorry if I failed to show you guys King because King wasn't available. Now, this has 3 quests, a total of 4.5k XP. I usually do all of my runs in the second map. The reason why is because I hate the beetle. It stuns a lot, and I don't really hate when I get stunned because when you're immobilized, it takes you a couple of seconds to move. It takes you a couple of seconds to kill them, and that also consumes time. Now, this one is pretty basic. All you need to do to get the toxins is, one, try to go to the flower, close the flower, and then kill the mobs. Now, as you can see, my technique here is I make sure that my Nox is available, and then I hit the mobs first, go to the flower, close the flower, and then kill the worm. Again, daggers are preferable because when you have bow, it takes time for you to click it. You have to kill all the mobs around you first before you can actually click it, and that's not really advisable, especially if you are doing this quest. Now, the quests here are very simple. One is, I think, you just have to kill mobs. Two, it's the toxins, and then three is the boss. So in this map alone, in the second map, there is like roughly around 7 worms, but there are times that even though you already click the flower and try to kill the worm, it doesn't work. As you can see, the reason why for that is because maybe the worm was too far away from the flower, or your first couple of attacks actually hit a different mobs than the worm. So that kind of that kind of affects that. So for 7 tries, that's 21 worms in one map. So since you're gonna be running like 3 times, hope for the best and make sure that you hit 15. Like you only commit like 6 mistakes. Now, I like the second map for Underhaul for doing this quest because there's less stun, easy to control the mobs. Like mob control is actually very easy. Just kill the mages first because I hate those orbs that comes out, and try to kill the mobs first before you summon the worm. See, like what I did there, you just have to also be careful when you aim because sometimes when you try to aim for the mobs, you might end up aiming for the worm instead. So instead of getting the toxin, you end up losing the toxin and end up repeating from, like going back again to the to the map. Me and my errors, I'm sorry. Now, all I can recommend if you're actually running solo like me is to keep running around. Don't stay in one position, regardless if you have speed set or not. For warriors, you don't really have any problem in trying to kill. Your damage now is higher and your armor is actually pretty high. For mage, whenever you're doing XP farming, make sure that you have shield, and for rogues, make sure that you have the razor shield. Now let's go to graveyard. You have graveyard massacre and studying horde, a total of 2040 XP. And big shout out, by the way, also to DZM, which will be running with me. That was really unplanned, but you'll see. So pretty much when I first went there, I forgot that I didn't take the quest. Usually I get the graveyard massacre and also the horde thingy. I know it's only like a few, like it's only like 290 XP, but every little counts, and plus, come on, you're killing the mobs anyway, so like why not, right? So all you need to do is just pretty much kill the mobs. When you see that you are surrounded by a group of mages, make sure you actually prepare your scorch or any pet that can actually provide you shield. In that way, you can actually protect yourself in case the see, I've been cursed. Another technique in that, if you get cursed and you see it, try to run and don't hit, because all your hits pretty much will just be reflected to you. That's why it hurts. It mages doesn't really hurt, your attack hurts you. So technically, you are so strong to kill yourself. So pretty much I just go back and forth to this one until I reach the specific amount of mobs that I need in order for me to finish that. Now, as you can see, one rogue actually went in. It's a level 70 rogue, but I guess maybe he or she is trying to level up as well. But I end up killing a lot of mobs already, so I think she got pissed off or something, so she left. Now, DZM, I noticed that he was already level 71, just like me. So I was thinking, like, probably this dude is actually just trying to do the harvest. So I offered him, like, hey, are you doing harvest or something? And he said yes. So I was like, do you want to come with me? I'm just actually just killing mobs. And he agreed, which is a win-win situation for us because I can be the hitter and he can be my shield. And his damage is actually quite high as well. So pretty much it's really cool. Now, I always kill the boss whenever I'm here. I don't just kill mobs and run, because you can still get those mausoleum coins, and those coins you can actually trade that off and for gold. 25 coins equals to 10k gold thingy. I don't know if I've discussed that before or if I need to discuss that, because it's the era of Hydra. That's the reason why, or that's also one of the things that motivated me to reach 71. It's because I couldn't run with my guildmates. Most of them are 71 already, and they keep on telling me like, Raya, you should be doing Hydra with us, blah blah blah. And I always tell them like, dude, I'm under geared. How can I actually run Hydra? But when you're in Hydra, all you need to do is just be attentive and just have a technique, and you have to have the proper timing. Now if you guys want me to give you some tips or tricks regarding on how to play and survive Hydra without, without farming deaths, then leave them on the comment box down below, so at least I can try to prepare a video about Hydra for you guys, because I've noticed that a lot of the rogues actually keep on dying, and I noticed that in every 10 runs maybe I only die once. I don't really die that much. And take note, my armor is like around 4k. My HP is only around 6k, and I'm already around 71. And when you're 71, your average HP should be 7k, and your armor should be 5k and above, and your damage should be around 3k and above. But mine is all way below that, but whenever I farm Hydra, I can still survive. So if you guys want to know my secret regarding that, leave them on the comment box down below, your feedback regarding it, and maybe I can actually try to record a video on what I do with Hydra, what I use during Hydra, and everything that you actually need to know about Hydra, how to do fast runs and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not an LB runner, but let's just say fast enough so you can actually earn a lot. Now, this dude is actually really, really funny. I told him, like, hey, I asked him if he was Filipino, and he was like, no, I'm not Filipino. But he greeted me with, kamusta ka? And kamusta ka means, like, how are you in Filipino. So I thought he was Filipino, and then, but in most of the runs we were quiet. It's just fun for me every now and then to actually run with someone, because some runs like graveyard, it's hard and boring. So without people, without really running with people, it kind of gets boring. Now, I'm sorry, by the way, for the background noise. It's actually raining really hard here in the Philippines. We actually have a very, very strong typhoon that's about to hit us. Oh, I'm fine though, so all Gucci. Now, once you're done with the Graveyard Massacre and the Horde, next we go to Fester Fang. Fester Fang, you actually have 2 daily quests and 1 weekly quest. Now, let's just say you just reach 66 and you haven't really went to Fester Fang post yet. All you need to do first is just go to Chancel of Light, as you can see here. Now, try to go to the chapel that is in the top part of the map. Once you go to the chapel, go to the right corner. Right corner, Raya. Right corner. Okay, there. And you can see Crocman's Spiff. All you need to do is just click Crocman's Spiff. And all you need to do is just chase him. Since I borrowed the speed set. The speed set is not mine, by the way. Since I borrowed the speed set. Since I have a speed set, I thought that I was chasing him, but I saw that he was on my back, so I had to stop a little, so at least I can let him chase. I can chase him. It's not necessary for you to do so, I just did it. Now, my suggestion is, before you actually run Fester Fang, open some Elix. If you don't have money to buy 60 Elix, open Runner Chest, so you can get 60 Elix. Summon your Abaddon. Use, if you have XP gears, and then turn in all of the quests first before you start with Fester Fang, so that it only consumes like roughly around 2 minutes of your Elix, and then the rest of your Elix can actually be used in Fester Fang. I mean, that's just my suggestion, because that's what I did, and usually I end up with roughly around 70 XP. That's why every day I kind of level up, and then just one day after I did all my quests, I was already 71. So I was really, 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 really happy. Now, you're probably be wondering, like, how it comes up to that amount. Let's do the math, so at least you can understand. Alright? Now, the overall total XP you will gain from doing all the quests is 22,240 XP. With King, it's 23,740 XP. Okay? My chibi looks so cute. Now, if you use Abaddon, that's plus 10%, giving you an additional 2,209 XP. With King, it's 2,359 XP. If you open 60% Elix, it gives you plus 13,000 254k XP, with King 14,154k XP, and then plus the 50 Elix and all that. Imagine summoning Abaddon plus opening 60% and 50% XP Elix. Yes, bro, they stack up. Overall, that will give you 48,748 XP. Now, that's half of your level quota. It'll only consume 2 minutes of your Elix, so use the remaining Elix and farm Fester Fang map. One map can consume around 15 minutes, or it can be lower, but gives you around 2k XP plus your 120% boost. Now, with this method, you can level up your character by running around Arlor 2 to 3 hours a day. Personally, I level up from 66 to 71 in 1 week. With or without speed set, this is possible. When I did this, my stat was similar to a level 41. I was completely undergeared. I died a lot. I had such a hard time. I thought of quitting. I was gonna give up, but my friends and guildmates had faith in me. They supported me. They cheered me up. So I share this technique because I want to let you know that I have faith in you too. Okay? And you can do this. I promise Hydra is worth it. In 2 times XP week, take advantage of this event to level up faster. But remember, 2 times XP only affects killed mobs, not the quest or XP pack. So that's it pretty much for my video. I'm sorry if it took a while. I hope you learned something from me. I miss you guys so much. If you guys have any suggestion on what video I should be posting or what tips and tricks you guys wanted to know regarding Arcane Legends, leave them in the comment box down below. Thank you so much again for watching. I love you guys. XOXO RAIA.